Hey, what's up guys? Your average wargamer is back with another video of Water Warships, and today I'm going to be featuring and reviewing Tier 8 Tech 3 American aircraft carrier, and that has just recently released to the public, to all of us that wants to grind this carrier, and that is USS Yorktown. Now the Yorktown is an aircraft carrier that has a unique set of things that I will explain. Before I will explain each and everything related to Yorktown, I will definitely love to see you guys subscribe to my channel so that it will basically be improved over time, and it will give me a lot of motivation to do more stuff related to it. So thank you guys if you do subscribe to my channel right now. And now let's just continue to get to the Yorktown. So the Yorktown, obviously it's a support aircraft carrier, and as you can able to see, it has a different set of armaments compared to normal strike class carriers. So Yorktown does have come up with HE Attack Tactical Squadron as well as HE Bombers Tactical Squadron, and also comes up with the most interesting thing that makes these carriers literally a support carriers, as Wargaming says, and that is basically smoke curtain generator. So before explaining this, let me explain the armaments first, and then we will come up to the smoke generator, and then we will talk about upgrades and captain skills as well. So keep tuned to this video. So now let's come to the torpedo bombers. So torpedo bombers basically having a the strike class damage, and the way they used to work in strike class carriers. So as you can able to see, it's only that one squadron that is basically related to these strike class carriers, and you can able to see it does also comes up with heal like normally carrier does, but well, you can able to see that the damage compared to the Independence, and by the way, Independence is a tier 6 carrier, and I did posted a review. You can basically check on my YouTube channel, so keep tuned to that as well. So there is these torpedo bombers, decent hit pull points, decent torpedo damage is, I can't say decent, it's 3633 per top damage, and you have 4 torpedoes to drop per attack run, and you can basically have at least 4 attacks because the aircraft per squadron is basically 8 and size of attacking flight is 2. So you can understand that you can strike 4 times to a single target, like theoretically. Obviously when the planes get shot down, it will be reduced down, so keep that in mind. So aircraft preparation is pretty decent, and obviously these torpedo damage isn't that impressive. You can basically able to do like 10,000 damage with 4 of these torpedoes on a full strike, maybe slightly more, slightly less. So there's exactly that. And when we come to the tactical squadron, which is HE rockets, well, compared to Independence, the tier 6, Tech 3, like it's the predecessor of Yorktown, you can able to see that it now comes up with these tiny teams, and tiny teams does massive damage, like 5,400 each rocket. And by the way, since the size of attacking flight is 5, you can drop 10 rockets on a single ship. So that is basically a huge upgrade compared to Independence. And it does have a lot of pre-firing time, but that is still pretty good in dealing damage to battleships and heavy cruisers. So these are very, very good actually in Yorktown, 10 of them, which is, just like I said, pretty nice. Then we come up with these HE bombers. These are also tactical squadrons, and by the way, these tactical squadrons have only one attacking flight, unlike strike class carriers. You usually see these tactical squadrons on super carriers, and you are basically seeing this sort of stuff in these carriers because, well, they are designed to be support, and they have sort of a not the highest of the damage potential. So you can able to see that they only works with one strike. So here you can able to see you have 5,600 damage, like 5,600 damage each with the bomb, and you have like 12 bombs this time instead of 6 or at least 5 in the Independence. So double the bombs in payload compared to Independence, and that's pretty good. The HP pool or hit points is pretty okay, 3,090. You can be able to tank quite a lot of AA before dropping someone, so that's pretty good. So this is basically the characteristics of these squadron. Now let's talk about the smokes, because you don't see that smoke in the Independence, but you did get that smoke in the Yorktown, and obviously the A6, which is basically the tier 10 aircraft carrier above Yorktown. So this is basically having 60 seconds of dispersion time and action time is 10 seconds. So you basically spread that smoke in 10 seconds and then you will have 60 seconds of dispersion time, which is pretty nice. So you can basically smoke up any of your friendly cruiser or even destroyer or maybe a low HP battleship that wants to survive, and that is pretty good about the smoke curtain generator. Moreover, the speciality of this whole line is basically that it can counter the other squadrons, the enemy squadrons, effectively by using these combat air patrol. That's right. So now the special thing about these combat patrol is compared to the normal strike class carriers patrol, that is its number of fighters are higher, its hit points or the HP pool of these fighters is significantly higher. We're talking about like it usually used to have 200 or 300 hit points of a normal patrol plane, and these planes have 1300 hit points. That is massive, so it takes a lot of time to get shot down. But the trade-off is that they cannot be able to spot enemy ships at more than 2 kilometers. So it can be used against destroyers and you can spot them in 2 kilometers as well as submarines, so that is pretty good. But that's about it. No spotting other than that. And you can able to see that it also has very, very good reaction time. Like you can able to see time before attack is basically halved compared to the normal patrol fighters. So that is really, really good. And if you use the enhanced reactions, which I will definitely recommend in this whole line for at least the Yorktown and Essex, they will just get hooked to those pesky planes really quickly, and it will really help you to shut down those pesky planes of the enemy team. So that is pretty good. Smoke and the patrol, this combat air patrol style thing, combined with these tactical squadrons and obviously a torpedo bomber squadron, makes Yorktown a very, very decent and a very uniquely styled aircraft carrier in the game, without a doubt. So this is basically the main characteristics of this whole line. I'm going to be now explaining the upgrades as well as the captain skills, that how to make the Yorktown work. So first of all, well, you have to upgrade every single module, which I did here. So module mounted, basically all of them should be upgraded so that you get the best out of Yorktown, and then you basically use the upgrades with these characteristics. Squadron consumable mod 1 increases your smoke, increases every single thing pretty nicely. So I think this is the most recommended thing that you should pick. Especially the extra smoke is super valuable that you get also on the planes, which is the HE rockets, as well also on the bombs. That is pretty good. Then you also have torpedo bombers modification 2, which increases the HP of torpedo bombers, which is definitely needed. Then you can also increase the duration of attack time of the torpedo bombers by 5 seconds, which I would definitely recommend. And you can also use the aircraft engine mod 1, and then you use air groups mod 1. So this is the basic upgrade of Yorktown, and it works pretty well. In terms of signal, I think you can just simply mount recommended, and that would just do fine. But honestly, if I want to, not spend a whole lot of credits, I would just go and just use a couple of these signals, and that would do just fine. Totally up to you. It's my taste that I only use the flood chance increase, and that's about it. Then I will go to the captain skills, because captain skills are really important. Obviously, that will make Yorktown even better. So if you don't have 21 point captain, you don't worry. I right now have only level 16 point captain, which will just work fine. So you basically use the improved engine boost, which increases the engine boost duration by 5%. Then you can use air supremacy. Obviously, aircraft preparation time will be so much good when you use those tactical squadrons, as well as also helps in torpedo bomber squadron, which is nice. Then you basically able to use the torpedo bomber arming distance reduction by 10%. I will explain a bit about the torpedo bombers armament here again, because well, I think I just missed a couple of things that you need to know. So you can use that to reduce the arming distance. Then you basically use improved engines, increasing the squadron speed. Then you basically go for aircraft armor, as well as go for survivability expert, increasing basically the tankiness of planes in general. And then you use proximity fuse, because the torpedo damage is pretty bad. So I would say it would help a bit in terms of the damage output that you want to get from torpedo bombers. So that is basically for the 16-point captain. Obviously, if you want to go to the Yorktown and Essex in 21-point captain skill point of view, then you can use the enhanced reactions, as well as you also increase the search and destroy, like increases in the patrol radius. Their patrol radius, in fact, are a lot much higher compared to normal aircraft carriers. So you can use these skills and it will do wonders. Like it will have such a big bubble of this patrolling fighter that any enemy ship, enemy plane that is gonna try to come across to attack a target, well, he will find really hard to do it because of these bubbles, big bubbles, by the way. So you can able to see that you have already 3.5 kilometer action radius. That is higher than normal aircraft carriers. You can go and check out what are their action radius, but that is definitely a lot higher. So that is pretty good. And I mean, you can increase it by captain skills, which just like I said, it will be a lot better. A lot much more fighters. 7 fighters mean that it is basically tier 10 levels of fighters already at tier 8. That is impressive. So this is the whole thing about the Yorktown. And by the way, obviously, the torpedo bomber's arming distance is definitely a bit higher. If I can able to show you here, so you can able to see that the arming distance is 520 kilometers. That is a bit higher than normal aircraft carriers, arming distance. So keep that in mind. But they do have 43 knots of speed, which is fantastic. So high speed, but arming distance is also higher in return. So not a bad trade-off. But obviously, with this skill, you can definitely improve the arming distance, which I did already. So that is very good. So this is basically the Yorktown in general, with the captain skills as well as upgrades. And I hope you understand each and everything related to it. I'm almost having enough ship XP to get to Essex and review that carrier. So let's just play a couple of games and find out in the real time that what Yorktown is all about and how actually you can play Yorktown to be an effective CV player, at least in this line of carrier. So let's go. So we are back with our first game in Yorktown. As you can able to see, it also comes up with these jet boosters, and obviously that is a really good advantage. You will get extra speed in for a couple of seconds, and you can come across to the map really quickly. The speeds of these Corsair planes are already pretty good, like 214 knots of speed, which is basically atypical. And well, Yorktown is also in the enemy team, so that is also interesting. And I think we have actually a very good CV player, if I'm not wrong. Let's see if we can able to do something about the enemy team here. And let's see if we can do that. Tier 10 matchmaking, full-fledged, and then there is Zeiton. And the way to play these carriers is basically simple, that you try to use these armaments as much as possible. Like here I have the Baltimore, which cannot heal back. So I'm just gonna use it really quickly, and let's see if I can able to get some damage here. Remember, Yorktown is using those interceptors, so he cannot able to spot ships at all, but they are actually strong against the planes. My fighters can't be tagged with theirs, or you can call it the patrol fighters, so keep that in mind as well. But hey, that's pretty okay. And now I'm using my second tactical squadron, and that is also having smokes as well. As I said, a lot of bombs in payload. I think in this case it's 12 bombs in payload for the Yorktown, which is pretty nice. And well, there's a DD at A. Let's see if I can able to spot that guy and try to drop him right now. We have a lot of ships at A, which is good. Let's see if we can able to help our Sturdy. The Hardy is basically kinda okay. I think it's the submarine. So if I'm not wrong, we are kind of dealing with submarine, and there it is. The submarine is there, and the best thing about these planes that they can spot the targets for 2 kilometers or within 2 kilometers. Here, the submarine is going to be spotted for some good time, and someone shot at him, which is pretty nice. And we have a Conqueror that is a potential target, 42 millimeter armor penetration capacity. So we can actually pen this whole armor here. But will he able to shut down our plane? Yeah, he did shut down our plane, but still, let's see. 4 bombs, okay damage. I'm not using my torpedo bombers for now, which is pretty okay. I can come up with torpedo bombers. I love these attack rockets, if you aim them well on a good battleship like broadside, you can get decent damage. And you can also smoke up your ship. Like in this case, I think that I don't really need to smoke anyone up. But there's also one more trick that you can do, by the way. You can play aggressive, which I will do in this game, and you can basically smoke yourself up. Yeah, that's right. You are actually listening that right. You can smoke yourself up and can get a lot much more value. And here, I did actually exactly that. And let's see if I come up with these torpedo bombers. Let's see if I can do some damage to this guy. Oh yeah, 6 rockets. Look at that damage. As I said, these rockets does hurt. Tiny teams are really, really good. 10,000 damage to this poor Baltimore, even though he popped defensive AA, but that really does not matter because these planes, like even if you shot down them, you won't be getting deplaned because these planes act like consumables. So keep that in mind as well. Here, I think the Baltimore should be having its defensive A not up and running, and I think I can use my heal to put some value here. So let's see if we can able to do something about the Baltimore. Baltimore does not have defensive A running, and see if we can able to turn and drop this guy quickly and popping the heal just to basically kill this Baltimore, which might do it. And we are losing ships quite a lot, which is unfortunate. And there is a lightning that, I think the torpedo having enough arming distance, and we got all 4 tops on the Baltimore, which is pretty nice. We put the plane on the lightning, and I think he basically comes out of the smoke. He's gonna reverse. No, he's not reversing, never mind. He's not reversing, and let's see if we can drop our Ziton. This Ziton is a potentially a guy that we can drop, but I'm sure he will be angled enough so we cannot able to get any much value out of it. And let's see if we can able to use our last drop, maybe. Okay, 2 top hits, nice. And let's see if we can drop this from that angle. I think we can able to drop him, nice, without losing a plane. That's pretty good. Okay, we can smoke up now ourselves. So you can able to see, you can play ridiculous aggressive moves like that. 10,000 damage to this Ziton, which is nice. And yeah, I got spotted, but hopefully not for long. Even though we're losing ships like crazy, unfortunately. But there's nothing that we can do really. We can just go and drop this Ziton quickly. And let's see if we can able to get a good strike. I think this is a perfect strike here. We will stop here. The lightning is also kind of there. Let's see if we can also able to do so. Okay. On an angle Schlieffen, I think it's not the best of the drop, but hey, it is okay. We can just keep smoking us up and we should be fine. Here the lightning is. So let's see if we can able to drop this lightning and get some damage because, well, why not? And these bombs are pretty good actually against TDs, which you will able to soon see. Oh my goodness, what the hell? He got detonated? Really? Oh my goodness. That just sucks for him, man. I mean, why you don't use detonation flags, my dude? But hey, at least we got some ships. There's a Ziton who also died, really, which is pretty unfortunate for him. And I think our smoke ran out, but we are playing pretty aggressive, and I think we have to basically do something right now. Yeah, if we don't get unspotted, the Napoli can definitely strike us, or someone else do, which is not good. And let's just do it. And oh, by the way, we just don't have, unfortunately, you know, the squadron, like the tactical squadron, which is also a problem. So I'll wait for 16 seconds and try to see if we don't get dev strike. But yeah, also keep that in mind that you also have to use these tactical squadrons. Let's see if we can able to do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's do it. Smoking up quickly because right now that's the most important thing that you have to do. Okay, that's the yeah. That is submarine, which I think will be spotted here for sure. Okay, we're gonna be good. Okay, we got a splash damage on a submarine that is super close, and if he comes out like this, he will definitely going to, you know, die. Well, I don't need to get back. The game is already over, by the way. But I want to showcase my audience that how to play Yorktown ridiculously aggressive. It could be very powerful thing, man. I can tell you that. If you know what you're doing in this one, you can be definitely very, very powerful here. But Napoli obviously will be a problem. Oh, yeah, there's the submarine. I think he will definitely try to shotgun me at this range. So, but the shotgunning has got a nerve, right? So he will not gonna do a lot of damage, right? Is it? I don't know. Maybe that's the case, or maybe that's not the case. Let's see. I'm just gonna drop this Schlieffen for now. I know I'm gonna die regardless, but hey, I will just keep dropping this Schlieffen here, and there it is. And yeah, and we will smoke ourselves up like this to basically able to do something, and we did exactly that. And Napoli is basically coming to push us, which is obviously understandable. And we will drop this Napoli here. Sorry. And see if we can able to drop this Napoli here. Yep. He got one bomb hit. He will get a torpedo which is gonna hit hard. We will reverse because yeah, that's what we can do. And yeah, we don't have much planes, unfortunately. We're just gonna drop him. I mean, it's a tier 10 ship really, so yeah, keep that in mind. And let's see. Let's go and drop this thing. Let's see. Yeah, now we will definitely not gonna survive, obviously. This is obviously not possible. The Napoli will kill us eventually. But hey, we can try to drop this guy at least. And can we get a good drop? Ah, never mind. The Yorktown killed us, which is unfortunate. But can we get a good strike on the Yorktown? Yeah, we got a fire. So you can able to see within like 10 minutes in the game, or at least, yeah, basically within 9 minutes, you can able to pump out pretty decent damage. So this is our first game in Yorktown, and you can able to see you can play crazy aggressive. And I mean, this is how you should play the Yorktown if you don't have a ship in the division, like you know, the guy or the teammate in division. So you can do exactly that. So I will go and play the next video or the gameplay. So let's go. Alright, so we are back with the second game of Yorktown, and as you can able to see, this time we have a different map and obviously a tier 9 matchmaking, and that is a Lexington in our, or at least in this matchmaking in the enemy team. And well, we will able to see in this video that how to play Yorktown exactly, at least in this matchmaking. This is a lot easier matchmaking since there are a lot of like tier 7s as well, a couple of tier 7s, so you should be fine. And I mean, you can use these rockets a lot for these battleships that you are able to look right now. And unfortunately we got the Neptune, and that's absolutely sucks. I don't want to see the Neptune here, but well, hey, I can just drop him as well. So I mean, that's what you can do as well. I mean, it was unexpected, but well, you can still get some rocket hits. In this case, Neptune turned in pretty hard and tried to dodge those, you know, those rockets, which is understandable. And here I will try to play again very aggressive in this map as well. I'll try to go towards the A and see if I can able to drop this Kitakaze that has its AA turned on or got spotted for the brief time. Remember again that these patrol fighters can spot destroyers, and obviously these having so much HP pool that Kitakaze is gonna take a lot of time to even shut down these planes. So yeah, keep that in mind. And let's see if we can able to spot the Kitakaze that might be somewhere on the, okay, there is some couple of battleships. And let's see if we can able to spot this Kitakaze. We have, okay, there's a Neptune again, and there is the Kitakaze again. So we will try and drop this guy. Oh boy, can we able to do it now? Since we just, oh, come on, man. That sucks. Yeah, it's not the best, unfortunately. Since you just started the drop, I mean, it basically makes it a lot difficult to maneuver during the attack run, which is exactly the case. Here I can just keep Huron spotted by the fighter and just drop this guy with bomb, and got the first first blood. Oh my goodness. And well, the Lexington get his plane tanked, which is understandable, pretty nice. So let's just go and like try to see what ships are on at A, right? Let's see if we can do that. The planes are still going towards the Lexington direction, so I think he will get his plane shot down now, which you can able to clearly see. Even though his planes got shot down, which is obviously he got tagged. And let's see if we can able to spot the other ships. Okay, there's a rookie. We can able to definitely get a good strike this time because no Neptune maybe. So yeah, there's exactly that. put the plane here. Maybe the DD guy might be here, might be not. Let's see. Yeah, there is a DD, but I think my aim is not the best. I will drop this Titan, right? Is he gonna turn? Oh, he's reversing. Ah, the bad drop. Really, it's really bad drop. I mean, it could be a lot better if I just exactly realized that he's gonna reverse. So that's okay. We can just come up with a couple of more attacks with the torpedo bombers. Even though I got a fire, which he actually GCB'd. And this is Lexington. That can potentially drop, I think, the Colorado, unfortunately, because he knows that that's a lot of ships out there for him to deal. So let's see if we can also able to spot Z-46 along the way. He's gonna be close, sending torpedoes maybe to our bomber or something. Let's see. Oh, he's dropping bomber, really? Didn't expect that. Hey, whatever. And there is the Z-46. Now the good thing about the torpedo bombers is that we can actually get a good maneuverability here and try to drop this guy with these torpedoes. But although the torpedoes doesn't have the best of the thing, like, okay, we're just gonna drop this site quickly. A lot of A though. Okay, this time is a perfect drop, but yeah, still the arming is not the it's not the best still. Still get a flood and one more torpedo, so I'm just gonna press the F button and I'm gonna drop this Titan again. He damage gone again, so it's his second damage gone. Remember these cruisers, sorry, these German battleship or battle cruiser line is basically having limited damage control, so he's just pumping damage cons upon damage con, and he got another fire by someone, so now he's not damage conning because his damage con has run out. But we might be able to spot the Z-46 here. That's going to be interesting. Oh, there's a submarine. Oh no. Anyways, which is pretty weird. And there's a Z-46, and he's basically around here. So we're just gonna put the plane here and see if we can able to do that. He won't be able to shot on our plane, that's for sure. But obviously, he will definitely gonna do some damage to our planes. That's for sure. Z-46. Z-46 gonna get spotted for a long time here. That's for sure. Let's see if we can drop the Titan with these 3 of the planes. Yeah, only 2 of the planes, unfortunately. Z-46 is trying to shot down hard these planes, so it's okay. We still got a rocket regardless. And we got the Salmon, which is pretty nice. And now we can just go and do something about the Z-46. He's actually trying to do something like crazy. He's trying to rush the Pommern, which is probably not the best of the thing. But Pommern, I don't know if he's gonna able to do some damage to him, which is not. I think he's not even trying to do anything. That is just unfortunate. He's gonna die like this, really? Okay. Let's see if we can able to kill this Z-46. He having his A turned on, which is understandable. And he's turning in, which is also weird. Let's see if bombs gonna. Okay, 1 bomb hit, which is not the best, but hey, it's okay. Just gonna go and keep striking these battleships, Rookie Prince Ruprecht, and see if we can also able to do that. Well, Z-46 is gonna be spotted for some good time. Monarch is also shooting him, so that's pretty nice actually. Is he gonna get some damage? Nice, it's pretty good. Ruprecht actually killed our Pommern, and that's absolutely sucks. Let's see if we can also get, he's gonna broadside, I think? He's gonna broadside, which is pretty nice, so we can just get a good strike like this. But I think it's not the best of the aim, I think. Let's see. Oh, good strike actually, really good strike, good. So we got our heal ready, which is nice. And Ruprecht basically damage gone. We will keep pushing from island to island. The game is basically again looking like a loss, unfortunately. Ruprecht's gonna die as well because of the secondaries. Yeah, he's also dead. There's just no way. The Ruprecht we have to kill though. Ruprecht is a ship that we have to must kill. He damage control over flood first. So, well, and we also have these torpedo bombers that are pretty good. So we can deal good damage to him. Let's see. Oh, come on, these flags, please. And just gonna drop him from the angle, because that's what we can do here, is just keep trying to get angle to our these torpedo bombers. So we're just gonna drop like this and, well, and see if we can able to get another strike like this. So is he gonna eat torpedo? Yeah, he's gonna eat torpedoes for sure, yeah. he did eat 2 tops, which is nice. He's gonna eat 3 torpedoes, I think. Okay, he's gonna eat another set of torpedoes. That is pretty good. Another torpedo, which is nice. He's turning in to dodge a couple of my tops. And let's see if we can also get able to get another strike. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm just gonna go and smoke up myself here since the robotics can drop me. Okay, we got a good salvo. That's pretty nice. Robotic got our another ship. This is another stomp, unfortunately. There's nothing that we can do here. Our team is just terrible, unfortunate. Oh, Marco Polo got our ship, which is nice. Let's see if we can able to go and drop this Benson. And there's Kitakaze. 2 ships out there. Marco Polo hopefully might be able to do something. This Kitakaze, yeah. Let's see if we can drop this Kitakaze. He's smoking up. Unfortunately, he's smoking up, so we cannot do much about it. Let's see if we can spot this Benson. And he's gonna turn like this, I think, to broadsiding our 2 bombs. Let's see. Oh, 6 bomb hits. Oof. That's big oof, man. That is big oof. And Vincent is just spotted here like crazy. I mean, I can help the Marco Polo here a bit, but I don't think so it's gonna be really of a value. And well, he's burning hard as well, like, right? Is he burning really hard? Yeah, I think he's burning hard, which I can able to see. He's smoking up, shooting me, I think. Let's see if we can drop this guy. Okay, let's see. Can we got the rockets hit on him? Not a single rocket hit. That actually sucks. The CV is trying to spot us or something, right? Yeah, that's actually a problem. I have to move forward a bit to see if I can able to do something. Because I don't want to smoke up here. I am in a perfectly good position. And see if we can drop this Benson quickly. And hopefully, this drop should be good enough to basically kill the Benson here. I think so. Yep, got the Benson, which is nice. So I will go and use the tactical squad, which is important. We lost basically all our ships. And that is absolutely unfortunate, like really unfortunate. But we got in a very, very strong position here that we can just basically strike this Alsace and get a good strike. Come on, come on. Strike. We don't get a fire, which is very unfortunate, but the submarine got really good drops. I will put the plane here to basically not people spot this submarine, which is very important. And Alsace is even using his fighters, which is absolutely obvious. Just gonna spot and drop this Alsace like this and try to see if we can do that. Yeah, okay, someone just shoot me here. Oh, the Lepanto can actually shoot us here. Not looking good. That's actually not good. I don't have any tactical squad. I'm kind of exposed here, so I'm just gonna reverse like here. And I should be fine now, hopefully. Yeah, unfortunate is that. Dropping this Kitakaze here, see if we can do something about this Kitakaze that is trying. There's a whole lot of ships out there, so I mean there's also a Neptune that has very strong area. Yep, I'm definitely not gonna survive now. So we will wait. Okay, we got 2 torpedoes of this Kitakaze, which is pretty funny. Yeah, now we are dead. Definitely not gonna survive. We will smoke up, but I think that's not gonna work at all. We're just gonna send the torpedoes to us. And yeah, I'm dead here. Smoke is actually working against us, which is bad, but hey, it's okay. Well, there's nothing we can do. It's just a terrible team, unfortunately. So there's that. And well, our Salman will definitely not gonna survive as well. Hopefully, I mean he's not even in the maximum depth. So I can clearly see that he's gonna die very quickly. And I think he's dead here. So there's the game. So I would definitely say a lot of positive things about the Yorktown. Yorktown is definitely a lot decent compared to the Independence, especially with having these smokes. So I mean, it's unfortunate that our team was completely bad, and you can be able to see I almost get 1.2k base XP on a loss. It was a decent game at the end for me, but my team was pretty bad. And let's see if I can able to show you the other score, which is also another loss. And well, let's see. Yeah, so the same. Wow, wait, the same base XP on a loss on both games. It's hilarious. 1149, 1153. So basically almost the same. And especially, it's funny. It's funny for sure. So you can able to see this is basically the Yorktown. And the way to play Yorktown is to play a lot aggressively or use those smokes for your advantage if you feel that you don't, get a lot of value by smoking other teammates. But you can also use these smokes for division purposes, which is absolutely the best way to play these carriers. These support carriers are going to be really, really nice. So I hope you like this video, and my verdict or conclusion is that Yorktown is actually a good carrier. Like, if you put this carrier in randoms, yeah, surely it is decent, but I would still, not gonna say that good when, especially it comes in the ranked battles. I think in the ranked battles, Yorktown becomes super awesome. Like, it is really, really strong. So in the randoms, I would say it's not like better than Enterprise. Enterprise, I would say, is still better than Yorktown, but in the ranked battles, I think the Yorktown really gets comparable levels of power, especially when you compare it to even Enterprise, because these planes are really, really good, and this can perform really well. So this is basically Yorktown in a nutshell. You can able to see what I did in those two games, even though those all games are a loss. But hey, you can always play a couple of games and might get wins. So that's also the case. So I hope you like and enjoy this video. And if you have any questions, please like and subscribe, and also please comment it on this video what something I missed in the Yorktown, and I will definitely explain maybe in the next video. And anything if you really want to say, you can definitely comment for that. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this is a valuable review for all of you guys. I will post the A6 video very shortly after this once I grind the Yorktown, which I will do today, no problems. And I will catch you into the next one. Peace out.